Hey y'all, what's up? I'm here doing a review of the next episode of SWV and Escape. And we got some things to talk about it because baby, that last scene got everybody in an uproar. So we gonna talk about it, y'all. Check it. Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle14, and I'm back doing a review of SWV and Escape, the Queens of R&B, Season 1, Episode 3, Dis-Chord. Yes, Dis-Chord. It was a couple things in this episode we're gonna talk about, and also I want to tack on the Candy speak on it. I watched the video and I understand her explanation, and we're gonna talk about that in the aspect close to the end of the video as well. All right, let's get into it. So I don't want to waste your time. Let's jump right into it. And please, if you got any comments, please put that in the comment section down below. Look at this ticker. Follow my socials. Also like this video and share this video out and let people know about me. As you go watch it, you might pay to see this in tomorrow night. But I'm doing a review now, so get it over with, and put things out there. Y'all know how I can. All right. So Taj and Tasha talk. They met up at the National Museum of African American History, history and music, and they was reminiscing about the influences in the music industry, and they seen a picture of Escape there and everything, and it was like remembering like you made history and you made an impact in the music industry. And she said, I want to know my grandchildren gonna realize that I made an impact in history. I said, but do you realize that you have the impact? Do you believe in yourself? Because you want to get the solo deal, and I'm to be honest, to me, Tasha, I don't think the solo deal will work well for you. It didn't work out in the past. It will not work out now, especially now how you act up and show up in this television that everybody's watching you. You think we're gonna support your project now? Have we see you acting up with the group and the people? It's like you acting really grandstanding. You act like you are above it all. Like if you want to leave the group, to say you want to leave the group, but don't freaking string them along. How to run behind you and try and get you involved when you barely like 1 foot out the door. Like, girl, if you really don't want to be here, to say it. They could do pretty well without you right now, because they are doing well without you in tour. Tamika, Tiny, and Candy is doing well without you at the tour. Tamika's keep singing your parts. They doing good. So it's not like it's just missing you at all. But at the same time, I feel like Escape was good as 4 members. And to be honest, none of y'all are good by yourselves. Musically, I think musically y'all all better as a group. Sometimes people are better as a group than they are done by themselves. Sometimes there are artists that could do things by themselves and stray off from the group and do well successfully. But I feel like some people are better in the group, and I think Escape had this distinctive sound. All 4 of y'all mix up the sound for Escape, and it's good. Whether you like people's voices or not, whether Tasha had the better voice, whether Kenny had the worst voice, I feel like all 4 voices was needed into the sound of Escape, and that's why they are distinctive. That's why they don't have a general lead of the group, because they all could be able to lead at some point and do things and different aspects of the songs. They all could. So it's like you trying to do a solo deal, it's not working out well. And now how we see you portraying yourself on the television screen, it's not making us want to like you anymore. It make us really dislike you. And you think that's gonna help you, it's gonna hurt you. So if you think you're using this platform to jumpstart your career in Motown gospel, in the gospel realm, I don't know what to tell you. So you going around, I said, I want you to believe it so you can stay with the group. Now you trying to shut the group out so you can have your ink run dry to make sure this is solidified, because you don't want to say nothing, because you don't want nobody to like hindering your project or stop it, because before you mentioned that you think Candy kind of messed up your project and probably put a stop to your project. And like, do you think Candy got the pull to do all that? No. It didn't work out well because it didn't work out well. And it's up to the company. So go talk to the company why they shelved your project. So for you doing the Motown gospel and you with these runs and I said, girl, what you gonna do? So I'm just for like, just tell them. Just tell them. So when you talking to Taj, you give a very vague answer. She's just said that she felt like it was body shame and everything. No, before that, Taj mentioned that Destiny Child was super fans of SWV. They would go and stake out for their room after their concerts, wait for them and see how they are and everything. So they was big, heavy fans of SWV. I said, oh, nice, Destiny Child. They was younger. Tasha was telling Tasha that she felt like she was body shamed. She said, body shame, such body shame. Like, body shame is like the disrespect between my mom disrespecting, no, Tamika disrespected our mom, everything. So while she's talking, Tasha is giving Taj very vague answers. Not really very specific. It's not being direct. Nothing. It's very vague answers. And when you talk to Tasha, she always give you vague answers. She never answered things clearly, directly. It's always beating around the bush kind of answer she gives us, and it's never direct. And I said, I wish you would tell us what exactly our issue is, so we won't have to, so we can move forward. Will you want to be in the group or you don't want to be in the group? Because you act like you don't want to be in the group, and you moving funny, and they want to know what's up with you. Because you keep moving the goalposts of what's the issue needs to be resolved to handle this. And I said, like I said, the body shaming and the mom and everything, that's not a big of a deal for you not to move forward with the group and continue with the group. That could be something that could be handled quickly. So what is it? It's like, seem like it's something bigger. She said, no, it's nothing bigger. I said, if it's nothing bigger, why are you making it a bigger thing? So it's like you just generally trying to find reasons not to be in a group. And I feel like you nitpicking every small little things so you can have a reason to exit out. If you want to do that, just tell them that. That's the issue I have with you, Tasha. Just tell them that they can move forward. And then those three can say, you know what, Tasha's not playing it right. She's not doing well. Y'all just need to continue to practice it and watch her. Practice like it was just y'all three. And then also, if she come around, y'all practice with your four. And then y'all work it out. So this what Tasha told Taj, because she was in Nashville. You know, Taj lived in Nashville, Tennessee. So this what Tasha told Taj, that she is fishing a solo deal. And she said she doing this for the good and doing it for the freedom. She want to have a freedom. So I said, what did that mean, your freedom? Your freedom for what? Out of the group? Freedom to sing your own damn songs, freedom to write your own songs, freedom to do gospel and not just do secular music anymore. Like, your vague answer about doing this for your freedom is like, what are you doing that for? And just define freedom in your aspect in this times period. And it's for your good. So it's for your good that you actually buying out for the group, or you trying to do the solo deal on top of the group. Now, if you want to do both, the girl said, just let us know. Like, we don't have no problem you doing your solo deal, but just let us know if you want to continue on with us, do the group things, fill your obligation with the group, and still do your solo deal. The problem is that you not telling the group anything and try to act like you above them and do your own solo deal, and it's not working well. It's not working out. It's not. So that's a red flag, and you know that make Tosh think about Coco and what Coco did, and how she wanted to fish her deal, and Tosh was pissed, and you know how they was kind of struggling and stuff like that, especially Lily, and until they got back together as a group, and they ain't been working ever since. So we got Coco meeting with her two best friends, Tamaya and LaTroy, and they've been really good best friends for a long time. So they actually are really friends, and it's like celebrating SWV 30th anniversary and talk about the rehearsals, the stuff they got to do, and all that jazz. And then Coco Ultra mentioned Dash how she was diagnosed back in 2017 as bipolar depression. And it was a tough time, and I'm glad that she opened up about that, because mental health is real, and people sometimes want to ignore it like it's not prevalent in the community and everywhere, especially in the Black community. We like to stray away from that. Instead of understanding people mental health, you deem them crazy automatically. Because, oh, why she say that? She's crazy. Must be crazy. Must be crazy. Not necessarily means that, and not knowing that it could be another reason why they acting like that, but you automatically think they're crazy because you don't understand their reality, their mind. So I'm glad that she opened up on that because it's real. And sometimes people go through troubled times and it's hard to speak about it. At times, yes, I'm happy, I love to laugh and everything. It be on times where I'm been even have my depressed moments. The times that I feel like, do I serve a purpose? Anything? And I don't have that voice like now, but it's when I'm younger I had that. And every now and then say, you know what, it make peace up. But it's real. And maybe in the future I probably will go see a therapist or a counselor and sit down and just talk things out. And not just for my own personal thing, for the love life, things in the future. Just to talk to someone. But at the end of that, I always fill my mind of doing things that I like to keep my mind off not being that present thing. So I am going back to do a lot of things that I usually do when I'm younger. And it's doing well for me. So I appreciate it. And this platform that I'm talking right now is helping me because I love it. Even though I'm a small platform, small YouTuber, I'll probably get big one day. I feel like there's an outlet. There's one of the outlet for me to express myself and make money out of it at the end of the day. So at first I was nervous about doing this, and as much as years and I keep doing it, I'm more comfortable, and I appreciate that. And I'm meeting amazing people here. So it's like you got to surround yourself with a support system and also get yourself up. She said when she got diagnosed, she got medication and that helped her a lot. And it calmed him down. And she said it got to the point that she had to take it really seriously when she thought about unaliving someone. When it comes to the point that she was thinking about that she really knows she had to get help. And that's why she got diagnosed and she realized that she was going through something. And she got take the necessary steps to to decrease the impact it had on her life. And that's what it was. So it was like a little joke about she's the older girl. I'm not old. I may be old. I'm 52, but my kitty back is my kitty box is wet like I'm 21. I said, I know that's right. You better she I may be 52, but I'm still get wet like I'm 21. I ain't no spring chicken over around here. It still get wet, goosh, goosh. That was nice. So SWV had a show in Pittsburgh. They did that. They always working and stuff like that. So then Tamika had a meetup with her Mom Gloria. The mom was too much. Too much. And we could tell the mom does play favoritism. She do take up more for Tasha, and she does a lot. So yes, that mom is not something. So when they come to the house, Tamika opened the door because Tamika makes some salmon and cabbage, something that her mom's like. I said, all right. Tamika was throwing down in the kitchen. And open the door, and they just look at each other and standing there. It just was really awkward. But you can come in and everything. And so the mom was asking Tamika, what is the issue and everything? She said, you play favoritism. She said, play favoritism. So explain to me how to play favoritism. She said, every time Tasha comes to you, you always listen to her. Whenever time I have an issue, it's always a problem. And y'all gang up on me. And she was saying, no, the reason why I let her express herself because she don't come at me in a disrespectful way. So, that's why. Because Tasha is like, kiss your behind, basically. And Tamika doesn't. Tamika barely right now is standing up for herself. So I don't know why I feel like she's just been like always rebellious against y'all. She always feel like y'all attack team her when she expressed herself. And then, Tamika's close to her father. So that could be another layer. So she was like, Mom, you're not the fifth member of Escape. So we was like, what are you talking about? Because I am the fifth member. I am the fifth member of Escape. When I put the mic in your hands, I am the fifth member. When your daddy left us and left us struggling. I said, there you go. There you go. She hasn't healed from the hurt of her husband, their father, leaving them for her to be a single parent and struggle to take care of the two girls or whatever how many children she has. So you take that out on Tamika because Tamika's a daddy's girl. She remind you of your father. So Tamika get the brunt of your anger. And we all see that all the time. All the time. The children suffer from the actions of the parent. Instead of separating the parent from the child, you associate the parent to the child. And then when a parent is acting up, and when that person leave you, you take it out on the child. Like they supposed to do something about it. Like what they gonna do? So I feel like that's the reason why she's doing that. And I said, there you go. When she said that, there you go. And he up here, I am the fifth member. I am the fifth member. I am the fifth member. I am the fifth member of Escape. Don't tell me I'm not, because I am. I said, girl. So Tamika had to set some boundaries. And I'm glad she set boundaries, because sometimes family members, because this is what I would say. People feel like because y'all related by blood in your family, that you supposed to take the disrespect from them no matter what. You supposed to take what they dish out to you, and that's not the truth. That is not how it goes. And if y'all believe that, I'm letting you know, Mrs. telling you that's not how it goes. When you get older, your peace is your best friend. Your peace and your happiness is your best friend. Whether you by yourself, whether you're in a relationship, whether you have children, whoever, your peace is your best friend. Because when you get older, you don't got time for that. Younger, you want to have the disruptor, you want to party all the time, be around, being called crazy, be in chaos and rebellion stage, all that stuff like that. Yeah, you could have that time and when you're younger. But when you get to 30s and above, you're gonna start to realize you just shut it down, and your peace is what it is. Because you working, you paying your bills, you don't got time for all that. Too many other unnecessary stresses out there for you to deal with any other stuff that compound and top on what you're going through right now. So your peace is what's your best friend. And anybody who will destroy that, you need to set your boundaries and keep your distance. And family or no family. Family sometimes be the worst one to destroy your peace and disturb your sanity. And you don't need that. So sometimes it's best to love them from a distance. And they be all right, because some family members who like to leech, take from you until you can't take them more until you snap. And then you be on ID channel or oxygen channel. No, we don't have time for that. So instead of going to get to that point, you have to maintain your distance from anyone. And it's not disrespectful if you speak up your mind. As a grown adult, you're supposed to speak up your mind. And yes, you're someone's child, but you're an adult child. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, I'm 37 years old. I'm not a little boy anymore. So if I express myself, and I have a disagreement with my mom or anybody else, I'm gonna have the right to do that. Doesn't mean I'm cursing at you. Doesn't mean I'm yelling at you. And if I am frustrated, it doesn't mean I'm like disrespectful, because I am frustrated. Just like you could get to do that whatever you want because you my mom. No, that's not how it works. No, hitting me, none of that. Like, it don't work for that. It don't work for me now, because I will distance myself and cut communication to maintain my peace. And you're gonna need me more than I need you. So like, that's at the end of the day, I feel like yes, you got to maintain your peace at any means necessary. Whether it's from a family, a friend, a coworker, whoever you got to do with. And family especially. So if no family is toxic, stay away. Let them be toxic with someone else. Because you could create family that's not by blood, who will treat you better than someone who's by blood. Because by blood doesn't mean they will always have your best interests at heart. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So whether it's your parent, whether it's your child, if you have to take a step away, or your mom or father, whether it's your cousin, anybody, sister, brother, if you have to take a step back to recoup yourself to maintain your peace, do that. They'll be all right. They may be upset about you, but they'll be all right. They'll be all right. If they're not all right, that's not your problem. Doesn't mean you won't love them, but you need to maintain yourself, because we all got one life to live. So when Tamika, I said all that because Tamika told the mom that if you're gonna continue doing this with Tasha and gang up on me, I'm gonna take a step back. Step back means we gonna cut communication. I don't have to talk to you, and I'm maintaining myself. As soon as she said that, then the mom gonna turn around and said, "Oh baby, look at me. also like that. I apologize. I make you feel that you are not want to use my baby girl, and I love you the most, and everything. And I was like, you love her and also like that. After she said you're gonna take a step back, now you realize she don't have to. She can take and leave you. She could take it or leave you. And now when she said she gonna take a step back, now you want to be all concerned and when you be apologetic and hug her and all this like that. You was saying that when you think that she was jealous of Tasha, you were saying that you were gonna stump a month on her if she ever came across that Tasha. I was like, what? And why Tamika? Like Tasha can't say anything disrespectful towards Tamika, and you won't do nothing towards her, but you won't beat Tamika. So when Tamika said she gonna take a step back, that's when we gonna pipe up and apologize. We're gonna see how this goes. But your mom is doing the most. All right. So Kenny and Tosh talk, and Taj basically told Candy, no, they say, you know what? We got to get together. Taj went to Candy to their rehearsal. They're gonna be rehearsing and practicing, and you come over at the rehearsal. We can get this thing and solidify what's going on. It's getting close, and we are at the point that we can move forward and plan things. So they say, there you go. So Taj went to proceed to tell Candy that Tasha was in Nashville, and she was going for a solo deal, or she was she is, what do you call, shopping for a showroom deal and everything. And so now Candy realized she put in the same perspective, and now she realized, oh, now it's just like before. The same things, her same behavior she's doing now is what she did before, when she was kind of creating issues, like she didn't want to be around us. She felt like we like a disease. She don't want to. She agitated being around us, like we is a cause of her discord. Um, she better than us. Like all that stuff she was doing now, or don't even be involved in the meetings, checking out, having a stick up attitude, like you better than us. So she did all that before. So now they realize what she's doing now is similar to her past. So it's like, okay, it was like they didn't mind you doing your solo there, but at least be honest with them. You doing all that, you could have plenty of opportunities to tell it. It's like she don't want to say that because she want to make sure it's legit. So she want to have a secure bag before she say, "Oh, I'm out," or what. But you don't have to be out. You can still do both. But I feel like she wants to out. So she trying to wait until that ink real dry and to tell y'all deuces. But I'm gonna tell you now, girl, that might be a comment because you try to do this again, it doesn't work in your favor. Now what you gonna do? Can you try to come back in the group? So I like that Lily was out with her son Kyrie, and she got two children, like one Margaret, one named Kyrie. And she was like, her son is a rapper. I said, everybody will rap these days. Her son is a rapper, and he was trying to use her connect as his mom to get him in the door. She said she could use some help use some connection to help him, but he still had to put in the work. It's not gonna be easy free ride just because I'm your mom, SWV. No, you need to work hard just like I work hard. And that's that. And that's it. That's right. And so she was told about some books she putting out, an erotica book. And her alter ego is called Sister Hop Punani. Yeah, Sister Hop Kitty Box. And my name is Sister Hop PUSSY. That's what it is. Right. So I was like, oh, okay. Alter ego, she go write a lot of books. I said, I like a lot of books. So let's go. If you put one out there, let me know. And I'll read it. But she was saying, she was talking about her struggles. As she said, when the group broke up in '98, she was struggling. So she had no money. She was pushing through or wanted to unlock herself because it was a lot going on. And at this point, she was like, she was trying to fight it and not taking it on. It's like my whole world's crashed down. So she said at some point she was in New York City. She was driving around of New York City, so she won't be falling asleep around the dark areas, so she'll be something that could happen to her. So she go to New York City in the parking lot and just sleep in the parking lot, and that's what do it. So she got herself better, and she started taking control of her things. So she got herself an office job and worked her way up, and to the point that she was able to able to get back within the group. So she has to take charge of her life. That's what it is. Some things don't go in your way. If things don't go in your way, you got to take charge and move to this direction. You have to. And sometimes the this direction you take might be better for the one you was originally in, until you get back in the path that you was in, right? So Tasha in the studio recording a song. I don't know what kind of song it is, but she haven't signed yet with the Motown Gospel. They recorded a song in my eyes, oh, and but about why. I said okay, so she stayed doing runs. So after a while, she's in the booth and Rocky coming in, dancing and everything. And then he made an Ike and Tina Turner reference. And I'm gonna say this: I don't know why y'all love to make the reference of Ike and Tina Turner like that was some good thing to make a reference to. That's not funny to make fun of DV situation. You know her life story that she went through with Ike, and you think that's cute to make references of when he make a joke called her anime, everything. I said, so that's what you think? That's the joke you took to that extreme to call her anime? So we can see how your mind goes. It's like when you in that confessional last week in her old ear, and you gonna say you tell her what to say, like she can't speak for herself. So she said, I said, I want to be laughing. If I said, who was anime? And don't think you was Ike. We ain't playing this games. So he would tell he gonna forgive Tamika, but he will never forget it. And he forgive Tamika, but he don't get it because he don't like that he's being accused of taking her money. So I was like, who is to blame? Because she still don't have it to this day. And now she can't get it. She could get her money if she was sued, though, and she don't want to do that. So y'all have the money. Y'all know it's out there because it's been proven that this is legit. They got royalties, and Tamika never got her royalties. So what happened to her money, y'all? What happened to it? The mom know, you know it, Tasha know, and y'all all trying to cover up is trying to say no. Maybe Tasha might not know and think that she just follow your words and always believe you, whatever. But I feel like, where is her money? I do believe y'all allegedly took her money. Where's it? Where's the money at? Give her money back. So Coco and Jaden talked. Jaden was doing a video, and I don't know what he was on, but he gave a little snippet of his song. And Coco said, "Oh, you better stop that noise." Now he was recording, and she said, "Oh, snap, my bad." And she said, "Her and Jaden like best friends, but he's like the both best friend and everything." And he was talking to his mother and saying that he don't want to do dentistry anymore. He want to pursue singing for full time. And Coco was not having it because she said, "I'm paying for this. You gonna continue it. It's not like you wasn't doing bad. You was doing well. And if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be doing so much." Um, you wouldn't be doing so much, or you wouldn't do well in the subject because if you're not feeling something, you won't take an effort to pass your classes and doing well for a subject that you don't have an interest in. And I feel like because his mom is in the industry, his brother's in the industry, maybe he felt like he could do it too and everything, and he would have an easy ride. And I don't think that Coco don't want her son to be in the industry in some aspect. Because she said you could continue to school and sing on the weekends and stuff like that until you get your degree and then pop off and then you can maybe take that next step. But at least finish out the school. And I feel like he should do that. To be honest, I think I agree with Coco in some aspect that he should finish that dentistry out just in a sick of fact that he is doing well. So finish that out. You don't have to completely become a doctor right away. Get your degree, have your fallback plan, and then you can sing in the weekends until you get in your foot. And then still be a dentist while you become a singer and that take off. Like have a fallback plan. So they said, "Oh, let's talk to your grandma." Because he started crying. He said, "I don't want to be forced to do." At the same time, you do want to support your children in their dreams. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. But we all know how the industry is. and because he's an openly gay son, and she loves her son, and I feel like it's not so much that fact that she don't want him to do the industry. I think it's a fact that it is a very male heavy toxic masculinity industry. So anything that stems away from the viewpoint of what a man is in the industry, then you gonna have a harder time. Doesn't mean that you can't be successful. You might not be get the support like you want to do with the producers who may not want to work with someone who's a feminine man, all that stuff like that, and a gay man. It could be acceptable, but it's still not that 100% acceptable. So it could still be some phobias and stuff like that in the industry that may hinder him in succeeding, and she don't want that for her son. So I do understand that, but I do feel like I do agree that he should finish it out. Now he talked to his grandma, made a compromise, never take a year off. If it's not working well, go back. But I said, okay, that's a compromise. You can do that. Let's see how that goes. But I feel like if you take a year off, you probably don't want to go back. So I feel like finish it out, go straight, finish the thing out, and then you work on your music afterwards, after you get your degree and you get your license as a dentist. Because they are not allowed dentists, and you can make well money on it. And something you wanted to do, because it's not something that she forced upon you to be a dentist. You wanted to become a dentist yourself, and you doing well. So now that you feel like the music industry, you see your mom making good money on, so like you look at the glitz and glamour and not understand the other side of the industry, the side that people don't talk about as much as they get older and realize how much damage has been done to them, even though they make great music. And yes, he got a divorce, but I do agree that he should have continued, because continue on the industry. Like me, I'm in a job right now that I didn't go to school for. I have a degree in school counseling. I talked about this numerous times. I got a degree in school counseling. Now, am I working in school now? No. Do I want to go back to school at the moment? Not necessarily, because to be honest, the school system is getting different, it's getting changed, and it's not getting used to, and I don't have the patient capacity to deal with a broken school system at this moment. And that's some things I probably want to do. I probably don't want to do no social emotional counseling. I want to do mainly academic counseling. It's like that. So but I do have a degree in backup if I want to pursue something in that realm or any aspect that would utilize my master's degree in a way, and I could do something. So I'm not straight away from that. I'm in a job as a business and services industry, customer service, working as a concierge, and I love it. And pretty soon I'm going to be at least an agent, and I love it because helping people find homes, it's a great feeling, and it's a great job. It's great security. It got benefits. So I'm in the field that I didn't go to school for, but I do have the safety net. If something does happen, I can fall back on that. It may be a struggle, but I can fall back on it. So you should always have a plan B. Should. And at that time, I was so focused on what I want to focus on. That's why I went to school. I had a narrow path, mind focus on that. And it worked well for me at the end because the competitiveness and then the reciprocity laws in different states is so different from when I got in New York. So it's not like easy to, if I move to another state, easy to transfer my degree. Might do other things, and some of the things I don't want to be doing. I don't want to teach before I'm gonna become a counselor. I don't want to do. It's a lot of things. So it's difficult. So I have a fallback plan. So unfortunately, this working out well, and I got another backup plan on YouTube, this platform. I'm trying to make this successful. So I have two successful streams of income. And never know what other opportunities might bring. So I feel like Jaden should continue and listen to the mom and continue straight into school. But he want to make the compromise to take it back. But I feel like as you take that break, you probably don't want to go back. I know for experience, I didn't experience myself, but I know a first-hand experience that people who took the breaks, they had a hard time going back. They had. So I feel like Jalen, I know you like the music, and you should still. Nobody say you could stop doing music. I mean, you should do the side music on the side as gigs on the weekends and stuff like that. While you continuing pursuing and finish out your school, and I agree. I definitely agree. But yes, you want to support your dream, so they're gonna make this compromise, help him with his dream, see if it works out for him, and let's see how this goes. So us WV in rehearsal. I'm so into into you. No one is supposed to do. I'm so into you. That's it. So Dan and Ron, the manager, and they said we gotta get it together with Escape and we gotta make the ball rolling because they have a date next month. A day. They have 1 day available next month to do this 1 day night, 1 night only. 1 night only. 1 night only. Yeah, 1 night special for SWV Escape Tour. So everybody got there, they sat down and make their pleasantries and they get down to business. So we find out that Kenny told Tiny about the deal. Now you know how it used to be in the past. So now I realize now they put a specter of why she's doing this. Now it's making clear why she's acting the way she's doing. Right? So what they're planning to do to move forward. Can you plan to do it without Tasha? Y'all gotta be able to make that agreement that it's a possibility that you have to do this without Tasha. And that's so they gotta move forward. And that's what we got to do. So you said, "Oh, we gonna do this 1 night only super tour between us two, and put your hands in it." So everybody put your hands in it, and then Tasha's like, "So Coco said, you don't want to put your hands in it, like you don't want to do it," and she just, I said, "Put your hands in, girl." So she was last. I said, "Girl, if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it. Like, what's up with all this?" I said, "Girl, it's just too much." So they have a date next month to test it out, see how it goes. Don't know. They were trying to shop this to do a tour or like make this like a testing ground to see if they could do a tour of it. But we'll see how it is. Seems like that's what it is. So they said we're going. What does it do about billing and headline and billing, top billing? Because top billing is like who's going to headline, who's going to open up, and everything like stuff. And it also makes a reason. It's also in connection to who the payout, so like that. So Candy was like, we feel like as all the tours we had done, we headline all our tours. She said, "Okay, yes, Taj and everybody say, well, your tours, that's fine, but this is a joint tour. It's something between us. It's 1 night, so we should co-headline." Now the SWV manager said it should co-headline. So before any egos, for any issues, it's a co-headline. It's only 1 night. So she said, "I understand that. And nothing against you, group. I love y'all. I respect y'all. But I feel like in the business aspect, or she said in the business, I feel like it's best if we the headline and everything." So everybody said, "What? We open it for you." And Coco said, "So you don't want to co-headline?" It said, "No, I feel like it's not right." And so they always headline. It's like a business aspect. With like we put in more fan base or sales and ticket sales. Can't explain on Candy speak on. I'll speak that in a few minutes. But she was like, it's more manageable and more profitable and weave the headlines and yarn and basically. So she said, "I'm open up for y'all. So what are we not doing? Something like a little co-headliner because it was like a group of Escape is all quiet." Tiny got her confessionals, who basically kind of agreed with Candy. She said, "Yes, SWV has the record sales, but we have the fan sales. So it's not about the record sales, so to say, it's about the ticket sales. And we as a group were ready to sell more tickets and put more seats in the stadium than SWV." But I was like, y'all can't even get it together. As the point is, we see you on the TV right now. We see in the TV that y'all as a group Escape cannot get it together as your four member group. So why make you think y'all should headlines if y'all able to yourself can't get it together? So why not co-headline it? Because it's only a 1 night thing. And so she said, so they say Escape in the 90s never headline. because I don't probably they had the fan base or whatever it is the reason why they didn't headline. Now they could be able to headline, but in the past they wasn't. So I don't know what's up. Y'all think y'all so bigger than us, and we outsell y'all in record sales that you think you should headline. I said, oh, child. So Lily and Coco had to go to the bathroom because they not dealing with that. And we said, we ain't dealing with this bull crap. Coco said, I sold 30 million records. I ain't think I could open up for no damn body. And, so SWV got in the other room. They was like, what the hell is going on? And Escape is there in the room. Now, that was the end of the episode. So everybody's in their emotions and their feelings. I said, oh, child, it was over one night. Can y'all just do the co-headline? I don't understand what the issue is. Now, Candy did go on her speak on it and explain the situation. So she said that in business, you got to set the tone how you will be treated down the line. Because if you agree to do a co-headline to take a lower pay, then promoters and producers or everything will feel like they could pay you less because you accepted less in this aspect. So Candy's like, she was in the impression that they was gonna make as a tour, not so much as a one night thing. If it was like a one night thing, I understand why they have an issue and they understand why it could be a headline. But since it's a tour, and it's all about the ticket sales, as Escape has the more notoriety and we got more fan base, we can get the more ticket sales than SWV. So it's not about the record sales, it's more about the ticket sales. And since we have more notoriety and with the fan base, it's been beneficial for Escape be the headliners and SWV to open up act. And she will establish with the promoters to not to be lowball in the future if they decide to do that. So, and she also saying that they was gonna get paid 3 or 4 times more than SWV anyway. So why would we ever downplay take a pay cut so we could co-headline with SWV, especially when they have opened up for us in the past, for past 6 years, they have opened up for us before. So I don't know why they feel like it's an issue now when it's just supposed to be a tour and y'all always open up for us and everything. And they had a thing. But the thing on it say special guests. Now I feel like special guests is different from open headline and open act. Open act is usually acts that people maybe not heard of, and they get a spotlight to open up for the major artists that you're going to see. And open acts for people that you don't know who they are because they probably up and coming artists. Up and coming artists. So that's what it is. Special guest means like they are guests in the tour. They may pop some every now and then, but they not always probably go be in every city. They not necessarily open acts. They'll make see guests that pops up and sing a song or two, whatever in some cities, but it's not always in every city in your tour. So I feel like that's 2 separate things. So if she go on the mindset that it was gonna be a tour, then I probably understand why she feels the way she feels. But I still don't feel like it should be. But if it's a one night thing, yes, on one co-headline would be best. In the tour aspect, she a businesswoman. She probably know more about the business side of things. Then it makes sense if you was always gonna get paid more, and then you gonna cut your pay if you gonna co-headline if it's gonna be a tour. Then that might set them up for failure in the future. Understand that I don't say I agree with it. I just probably understand the logic. But in this aspect, I don't think they're going to be on the tour anyway. They will have y'all all acting. So the one night time, let it be a co-headline. It ended. It killed the noise. But we'll see what the next 3 weeks going to be because it's 3 more episodes. So we're going to see how that goes. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section. Do y'all feel y'all understand Candy? And do y'all feel like that Escape should be the headliners? Or y'all feel like it should be co-headliners for this particular special moment? Because it's a special one night thing, co-headline is best. It's best. But that was my review of SWV Escape. Hope you enjoyed my review. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel. Share this out. Share my video out. Let people know about me. And I appreciate y'all coming through. Until then, peace.